Man, it's hot. It's hot. Oh man, I'm sitting here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Broke down. It's my first breakdown as Landstar Bco owner operator. Probably won't be my last, but definitely my first. Anyways, got here last night, man, laying down, and got hot in the truck. Something like, dang, my AC went out. Maybe, you know, maybe it needs some Freon, or maybe the compressor went bad. So I turned off the truck, opened the windows, sweat my ass up all night long. Wake up this morning to do my pre-trip. My drive belt snapped off. So I'm just like, man, what do I do? So, you know, I'm looking, trying to figure out why it snapped off, because it's pretty relatively new belt. Actually, it is a new belt. I just had an overhaul not too long ago, so it was a new belt on there. But it seems like the tensioner pulley, it's not rolling freely. So, you know, doing a little troubleshooting, come to the conclusion that it's the tension puller and the belt need to be replaced. So I'm thinking like, man, if I do a service call, that's gonna cost, I don't know, $500, $700, $1,000, whatever. So Freightliner opens at 7 o'clock. I give them a call. They have the parts in stock, and so I just been waiting. Ever since. I mean, here it is, 12:36 p.m. I was supposed to deliver in Admore, Oklahoma this morning at 06 o'clock. I'm still about 370 miles away, somewhere east of Shreveport, Louisiana. I think I'm east. Is it east or is it west? Yeah, east. Some little town called Arcadia, Louisiana. Man, it's frustrating. I mean, you know, it's bound to happen. I love trucking. It's just a part of trucking, but it's just one of those things. I'm not very mechanically inclined, but you know, parts get here, I'm gonna try to fix it myself, so I get on down the road. But it's just a waiting game now. You know, rescheduled delivery for 06 tomorrow morning. Parts get here, man. Hopefully, you know, 2 or 3 hours I can get it done. It is freaking hot. Just sitting here waiting. But that's trucking for you, though. That's trucking. Kind of frustrating. You know, this really doesn't bother me that much, but like, you know, truck still isn't really running right. Like I said, I had an overhaul recently, and still blowing black smoke, throwing codes, and you take it to the shops and they look at it and nobody can really tell you what's going on with it. So I've learned quickly that you don't pay mechanics to fix your truck, you just pay them to look at it. I mean, I think I've got 1,200 so far into just looking at the truck and nothing's been fixed, but I mean, it is what it is, you know. Probably take a week off next month and put in the shop for a whole week and, like, you know, try to let them go through it. But the guy who did the overhaul on it, you know, he went back and looked at it 2 or 3 times, and I mean, he's been doing overhauls on Detroit 60 series for like 60 years, or excuse me, not 60 years, but probably about 30 years. And I'm like, man, if he can't figure it out, then I don't know who can. But you know, I'm gonna give Tag Freightliner in Memphis, Tennessee a shot and see how they do. I was pretty impressed with their customer service recently when I went in there to get the truck looked at, but I just didn't have time to keep it there, you know, for a week or whatever. So, but that's where my dad lives, so I got family there, so I'll be able to hang out with him, you know, and my grandmother, my sister, my nephew while the truck's in the shop. So that ought to be cool. But it is what it is, so I'll keep you guys posted, man. Hopefully the parts will be here soon so I can get this truck fixed and get back on the road. I was watching the video earlier, Trucking with Tay, you know, one of my favorite YouTubers. He had to grow on me, but he, you know, it's pretty cool. But anyways, he's usually like super motivated and like, you know, like, I mean, this video, man, he's got an older Freightliner, FLD, whatever, and he's giving starters the issue. You know, the problem is, I think you understand, you buy an older truck, you're gonna have to get things fixed on the hell, even if you have a new truck. But But I think the frustration comes when it's the same thing over and over again. Like, you know, so I mean, this, you know, the belt and the tensioner, that's something different. So I don't think that'll be something that'll be a recurring problem. But as far as like, you know, earlier what I talked about, like the truck not running right, not pulling power and everything, you know, when it's the same thing over and over again and no one can figure it out, it's like, damn, you know, it gets so frustrating. So I feel his pain. He said he's changed his starters 6, 7, 8 times already. Man, I mean, and when you're hot, you know, it's one thing to be comfortable and, you know, frustrated, but it's one thing to be hot and frustrated. When you hot and frustrated, man, it's a whole nother feeling, man, you know. But it is what it is. That's a part of trucking, you know what I'm saying? You have your ups and your downs. I mean, you just gotta stay even keel, like I always say, you know, fetch wood, chop water, you know. Don't get too high, don't get too low. You have a bad day, fetch wood, chop water. You have a good day, fetch wood and chop water. But I wouldn't call today a bad day. It's just a learning experience, and you know, as a character building experience, as my boy El Boogie used to always say. So it is what it is. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'll check back with you later. Now, this is a disclaimer. I am not mechanically inclined at all, but I figured it'd be a lot cheaper for me to try to figure out how to do this myself than to pay someone else to do it and have a service call and all that good stuff. I think I paid about $206, and Freightline delivered it to me. So, man, see if I can make it do what to do. Now, this is not an instructional video. All right, I'll say again, this is not an instructional video. Chuck and Wate, you motivated me, man. Watch the video today. Saw you put that alternator on. Hey, I'm about to go ahead and, I mean, this is a lot easier than putting the alternator on though. This is just a belt and a tensioner. Hopefully that fixes the problem. I get on down the road. Let's get it. right. I think I've got it on there correctly. Let's go ahead and see what happens. All right. Hey, the truck is good to go. About to hit this road. Hey, shout out to Trucking with Tay one more time for motivating me to get out here and do some work on my truck. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. And as always, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Hard times don't last, hard truckers do. And last but not least, stay smooth, my friends.